with the 2023 Youth Boys Division 1 Grand Final. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay our respects to their elders past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Kew Comets finished 2023 with a win-loss record of 8-3 and progressed to today's Grand Final by defeating Fitzroy in the qualifying final. Fitzroy finished 2023 with a win-loss record of 10-1. They progressed to today's Grand Final, defeating Park Orchards in the preliminary final. I congratulate both teams on their seasons and making today's Grand Final. The Yarra Junior Footy League would also like to congratulate our umpires for being recognised and officiating on today's game. I now invite you to be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem. Thank you and good luck.
Umpire has ball in hand. A beautiful afternoon in Melbourne. And we're off. Ruck contest, 4Q, one down by Hazeldine. No one can take clear possession of the ball, but Q will do so, and they'll go up towards the full forward line, running onto the footy brilliantly. Sam Johnson, I think it is. And Johnson kicks the first with a power-packed display of running. And in the iridescent green boots. If you turn around for me just to confirm that, I'm pretty certain it's Sam Johnson. Confirmed. Thanks to Rod for helping out there. Timekeepers Rod and Michael will be valuable at certain stages of the game. So brilliant forward thrust there by the Kew Comets now. Kew Comets. Bears are gone. And they've gone straight to the front. In the ruck. Ball comes down. Quick handball away. Huddleston for the Kew Comets. But Fitzroy get their first foray forward. Up to the half-forward line. Inevitably the ball always on that side of the ground. And we'll get a ball up. So fast and frenetic start with a goal within about 30 seconds to Sam Johnson for the Kew Comets. Ball comes down. Wrapped up in a tackle there was Cato Scott, who was really good last week in the preliminary final. Comets get the ball away. Only as far as Burke. Hamilton it was, who got a handball away. Now they push forward the Fitzroy side up to the half-forward line. Can they get one back quickly? No one can take control of it. Once again, it's not dissimilar colours here. Quick kick away by Marcus Chick for Fitzroy. And we wait on the ump as they all get up. Maroon, certainly the predominant colour, so it'll be a bit tricky as the ball came out there. Hazeldine won the tap down. 4Q, they'll go right up towards their centre half forward position. Leading in the race for the ball and showing a clean pair of heels there was Johnson. A different Johnson to Sam. He got the ball away to Cazalet, who kicked the ball deep up in towards the hot spot there for the Q side. It comes out the back. Fitzroy have numbers, but they're wrapped up really well in a tackle. Knocked out in that tackle. Fitzroy still have the ball, and they'll kick around the body. Up towards Shepherd, who takes the ball. got the handball away, and they go forward, running onto the football. There was Chick. Marcus Chick's got the ball. Had it half smothered, but it's still in a good spot for Fitzroy. Just right on the 45-metre arc. Burke tried to get the handball over the top, did so. Came out to his teammate in Oldfield, who went across his body, had the ball smothered. Comets work back hard. Getting the ball there was Scarf for the Q side, but he turned it over. Came back to Hodder. Hodder got the ball out there to Suarez, so good last week. He went back to Burke, to Shepherd. Shepherd came down towards the full forward line. Quick handball away. Free kick for above the shoulder. It'll go the way of the Q Comets back there. And they'll kick it out wide to his teammate, who he's found just under the light tower here at Ford Park. Kicks it about 7 metres, but to his teammate in Chambers, who went long, down towards the centre wing position. Fitzroy player dropped what he should have taken, but Shepherd it was. I think he ducked back and tried to take it again. It wasn't Shepherd, it was Hamilton. And we'll get a free kick going the way of Fitzroy. And that free kick back there, as they go long, up the line. Good kick. Mark taken by Macquarie. So Al Macquarie's got the ball for Fitzroy, slows down play. Kicks it up to inside the arc, big fly on that occasion by Carr, who was so good last week. Now the ball's been kicked long and wide and left for Fitzroy. And it was 1 point to Fitzroy. Oh, sorry, by Max Burke. So the big man kicks a point immediately. So coming back out, not taking the mark on that occasion was Aidan Johnson. Plenty of Johnsons here in the Q side. Going around his body was Hamilton. Didn't go far enough, and the Q defender has taken the mark. Has it smothered off the butte beautifully. And Fitzroy appear to have a good supporter base here for this afternoon's clash. Everything they do, they're cheering madly. Ball came out there. Jack Oldfield got the tap down. Not that far now. Q will nearly clear. Can't do so. Bumped off the ball. Getting the ball was Gorman Andrews. He's wrapped up in a tackle. And we'll get a ball up. So we've gone 6 minutes in the first quarter. Q kicked a goal in the first 30 seconds through Sam Johnson. Since then, we've settled down to what we thought it would be, hard contests. And a quick handball by Scarf for Q. Now he lays the tackle on his opponent there in Hodder. Around the body, deep up here, Gorman Andrews. Iggy kicked it deep up into the forward line. Running onto the ball and kicking a goal is Joe Watson. He kicks his first, and the Fitzroy crowd, they've brought a crowd here today. There's plenty of Fitzroy supporters around in front of the pavilion here at Ford Park, and they love the first goal being kicked by Joe Watson. And the coach will be reasonably happy with that as his son puts the first one on the board. Ball back in the middle. It's 6 plays 7. Fitzroy have settled well, and they've won the ball out of the centre again. Maybe not for long. Although good tackling pressure, and Fitzroy will get that winning tackle, and the ball came back out there to Macquarie, who goes to the half-forward line. Mark taken and kicked long. Canazo up to the half-forward line. No one can take it, and now Q will clear through half-back. They'll kick it long, high, up and strong, and the mark taken on this occasion by Kane Emery. Emery goes down the line, up to the half line. Good, strong mark, Ollie Collinson. Collinson goes up towards deep, wide. Out of bounds on the full, paid the umpire. And Fitzroy will get the resultant free. Good movement on that occasion by the Comets. Up they go in the air, comes to ground. Fitzroy have numbers, but a smother affected. End up with the captain, Ben Thompson. He went across to Reed. Reed went long and it was punched away for 1 minor score. So we're all tied up at 1-1 to 1-1. And from a commentary viewpoint, we certainly want a close game. Now the ball comes out the back to Watson, the goal kicker for Fitzroy. And we'll get a ball up. Throw in it is, outer side of the ground. Ruck contest, Fitzroy won it down through Carr. Also doing the tackling there was Shepherd. And we'll now get another ball up. In the Q side, Q's half forward line. Massive pack of players on top of the footy. And once again, we'll have a ball up for the ruck contest. Carr tapped it down well, went to Macquarie. Macquarie went across his body, but only as far as the Q player back there, who takes the mark. There's a lot of sunscreen on some of these players. 2 handballs and a turnover. Are Fitzroy good enough to make them pay? Not at the moment. And we'll get a ball up. Halfway through this first quarter, 7 apiece. Carr got it down to Macquarie. That's happened a few times. Now Fitzroy will go through. Mark taken by Watson. He goes deep up into the forward line. He gets a fair bit of distance, but it's unfortunately out of bounds on the full. So the resultant free kick will go back there to Q. It didn't look like it was out of bounds on the full, but the goal umpire paid it that way. He's in a better position than I am. And a good strong mark for Fitzroy, who chip it up beautifully, and the mark taken by Gorman Andrews. So Iggy's got the football. He's too far out to score into what's only a slight breeze now. Earlier on in the day it was much bigger. Kicks it deep up in towards Burke. He can't take the mark. Ball comes to ground. Quick kick away, Gow for the Q Comets side, but good roving on that occasion by Oliver, who kicks it across his body, only as far as Komar, and Charlie Komar goes long, up towards the centre-half forward position. Fitzroy had numbers back there, but a good handball away by Collinson for the Q side. Collinson, I think, goes back to Emery. He kicks around the body, deep up into the forward line. Fitzroy have numbers back there. They've got to share it. Capini kicks the ball out wide. They'll get it right by the end of the game. He handballs the ball over the top. Now Fitzroy, are they clear? Not yet, because charging back there is Ryan Meow for the Q side. He got the ball deep up in towards the forward line. One-on-one contest, kicked away by Sir Wes for Fitzroy, right into the middle of forward park. Comer's laid the tackle, and we'll get a ball up. 7 plays 7, 12 minutes gone. In the ruck contest, comes to ground. Thompson, the captain for Q, gets the footy. Ball goes over the top to Emery. He's had a bit of it early. He goes down deep. Hamilton's ducking back for Fitzroy. There's a tackle, and it's a high tackle, and it'll go to a Fitzroy player down there. And that Fitzroy player will come out wide. And the mark taken by Hodder, who was so good last week. Hodder, good delivery to Cato Scott, who takes the mark. So Scott's got the footy. It's the handball back to Hodder. Hodder unloads deep up towards the half-forward line. Is standing firm, standing strong was Maguire, who takes the mark. Good delivery out to Watson. Drops what he probably should have taken. He's got a chance to redeem himself, but he's wrapped up beautifully in a tackle by Ben Walter, and we'll get a ball up inside the 50-metre arc. For Fitzroy, kicking to the northern or Bell Street end in this first quarter. Ruck contest comes to ground, free for across the chops after Big Finley Wilson had got the ball down to his teammate. And that teammate is Seb Suarez, number 2. So he'll kick. He's got a golden opportunity. Well, it's still got to have to kick it a fair way. His body language makes him appear to be confident. It's a thorough, direct approach, and then he turns me right up and kicks it to his teammate who probably should have taken the mark in Oldham. The ball came to ground around the body, and a good defensive mark taken there by Hurricane, who kicks the ball long, and the mark taken there by Josh Scanlon. Scanlon's got the footy. He elects to short it up, and he's turned it over. They can't keep it in. Farewell it was, and the ball went over the line and out of bounds. Big opportunity there lost, you'd suggest, for the Fitzroy side. 7 plays 7. No change for the last 5 minutes or so. Suarez at the bottom of that pack gets the ball back. Oof. Hopefully that's all right. The Q Ruckman went up there and has injured himself. He's just landed on his back, so that wasn't that good. Suarez got a handball away for Fitzroy. Good news, the Q Ruckman in Collinson is, in Hazeldean is up. But while this has all been going on, the ball's been switched across to Fitzroy, and the mark's been taken by Jack Oldfield. He was pretty good last week, one of the big towers here at Fitzroy. They've got a few. And he'll kick from 40 metres out. No angle to speak of. He comes in, gives himself a lot of room, starts at left, it comes back right. Beautiful kick. Great kick. Goal of the grand final so far to Jack Oldfield. He had to start it out left, then it struggled to get the carry, but he timed it beautifully off the boot, and the second major's on the board to Fitzroy. They go to 2-1-13, leading Q 1-1-7. We've gone 15 and a half minutes. Q kicked the opening goal in the first 30 seconds, but ever since, Fitzroy have really worked their way back into the clash. So the first 2 goals have effectively come from run-ins right on the goal line, and then the third goal was a big bomb into this slight breeze. Out of the ruck contest, Wilson missed it. It came down to Q, who'll kick it long, hard, up towards the half-forward line. In place of the ball there was Emery, and he was assisted by Aidan Johnson. Ball comes back to Q. They go long, and they go wide, and out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go to Lockie Hamilton. The penalty free kick will go to Lockie Hamilton right next to the behind post. And the ball is lost, so this will suit Fitzroy, because the clock keeps ticking and there's no ball. Now there's the ball back on the ground. Hamilton's got the footy. He goes to the outer side. Up they go in the air, and the mark is taken for Fitzroy. And they'll kick it long to the outer side of the ground. Up before acceptances was the Q Comets players, and Fitzroy have run the ball right around the outer side of the ground. They speedster here for Q has got the footy away. Now a big pack of players on top of the ball. One of them's Tom Butler. And he has created a boundary throw-in. Now the ball came back for the Q Comets. He kicks it up No one can take the mark. Quick handball away by Emery again. But Fitzroy doing all the attacking. And trying to get the footy, but not getting it was Dave Oliver. Umpire said he didn't dispose of it correctly. And the cute tackler made to pay for his tackle, but he's up now. And gets the ball. And finds his teammate in Sam Johnson, who kicked the first goal. So Johnson, those fluorescent green boots, goes long, but unfortunately for him, turns over and Wilson takes the mark. So Wilson's got the ball for Fitzroy. Up to Hodder. Hodder takes the mark. In front of his opponent, Farrell. Hodder goes back into the centre of the ground to Shepherd. Shepherd gets the handball to Maguire. Maguire got a handball away to Rory Dance, who didn't take the ball. And now Fitzroy, Q have the numbers, and that's Mule, who kicks the footy right to the outer side. One-on-one race to the ball. One there by Chiappiani, who kicks the ball to the outer side of the ground. He butted up and get himself, Leo. He got it back to Dan Shepherd, who went across his body, but turned it over, and that mark, I think, is taken by Ryan Meow again. Outer side of the ground. Meow chips the ball back into Seb de Persia, who got a handball away. And Comer goes long, deep up into the full forward line. And leading out and taking the mark is Emery. He's been busy, Kane Emery. This to bring it back to all level at quarter time. Probably be a fitting result. Only got 45 seconds to go in the quarter, so this will effectively be the last play by the time the ball comes back to the middle. Emery to Tile scores up in this Youth 1 2023 Grand Final. He comes in, and I think he's got the carry. He has. No dilly-dallying about with goal umpire's decisions. It's a goal to the Q Comets, and it's a goal to Kane Emery. And as we tick down to quarter time, it's all going to be tied up at 2-1, 13 apiece. Great performance there by the Q Comets to come back. And Emery, who got a couple of kicks across the centre of the ground, went forward and took the mark. And that's it, quarter time. 2-1, 13 Q. 2-1, 13 Fitzroy. For Q, the goal kicker Sam Johnson right at the start of the quarter. Kane Emery right at the end. For Fitzroy, Jack Oldfield, a big one into the breeze. Joe Watson from point blank range on a snap. For the Q Comets, Charlie Comer, very good. Sam Johnson with a goal. Other than that, other good players, Johnson. Kane Emery was fantastic. Ryan Meow came into the game. Whilst for Fitzroy, Suarez, Iggy Gorman-Andrews was quite busy. Maguire probably as good as anyone on the ground. Dan Shepherd across half-back. The man I can't say, Chiappiani, a very good performance, along with Jack Oldfield and Louis Hodder. It's quarter time in the grand final. They started even. They finished that first quarter even. We'll be back with the second term. I've got to get your game face shortly. Here we go. Second term youth under 18 grand final. And out of the middle, the Comets get the ball away very quickly up to the half-forward line through Cazalet. He got it up towards centre-half forward, but a quick handball away by Rory Dance for the Fitzroy side. He can't take it. And once again, now we have a mass of players around the footy. Comes to ground. Watson gets the handball away to Gorman Johnson, been busy today. Up to the half-forward line. The quick handballs ends up back with Joe Watson. He was dispossessed and he had Tom Butler in support. The ball comes back again for Fitzroy. They go long, and it's a sensational goal. Goal of the day. I think it's Butler, who just kept waxing with Watson the whole way through there. We're confident, Michael, it's Tom Butler? Shouldn't be doubting you. I'm going to say it's Tom Butler. Gun cyclist. Well, he was on his bike then because him and Joe Watson kept on handballing the ball the whole way down. And Tom Butler now kicks what I would have thought's the goal of the day for the Fitzroy side. And that was a super goal. In the ruck contest, ball comes out. Or doesn't come out yet. Brown it was for the... sorry, not Brown. Macquarie it was for Fitzroy, who was tackled, but he was quite happy to see another stoppage go on. This time it can't be, but it's one down by his teammate and a quick handball away. Came through Carr. Now he went towards his teammate there in Kroger, who tried to go forward. Came back to Macquarie, dispossessed. Someone said a holding decision. Well, the umpire was who said a holding decision. I'm not sure who it goes to. Goes to Al Macquarie. So we talk of prime movers. He's certainly one of them. And he's got the footy for Fitzroy. He goes long, right deep up into the forward line. Carr went up, couldn't take the mark. Got the tap down, but didn't go as far as he wanted to. And Comets under pressure, turn it over back to Watson. Watson gets the handball to Gorman Andrews. He can't take the footy. He's driven into the ground. Umpire said it was a high tackle, and Iggy gets the free kick, and he cops some treatment for it. Bit of niggle, bit of vigour in the game. I'm not sure if that's happened in the two preceding games so far, the three preceding games so far this year. But Iggy's all taped up and he's got the footy. So Gorman Andrews, he'll kick from just outside the arc. Comes in, laid back on the kick, had no hope of getting the distance, and all it did was take the good overhead mark back there, and that's taken by Ryan Meow. Meow goes to the outer side of the ground. Collinshaw went up, couldn't get the footy, got the handball back to his teammate. Q unload down that wing. Good contest in front. Dave Oliver for Fitzroy is pressured by Jai Higgins for the Q side. And the boundary umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it in. 19-13. Fitzroy have the lead. And once again the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. There's no doubt that 75% of the play's on the other side of the ground. If we move the commentary box over to this side of that side of the ground, they'll bring it back here. As the ball comes out, Fitzroy through Carr. His teammate had the ball smothered. Came back to Walter for the Q Comets. He couldn't get it away. Carr came charging through again for Fitzroy. Got it down to his teammate. I think that's Butler again who kicked the last goal. He goes up and long. And ducking out the back, is it Dan Shepherd? Or who's taken the mark? So Dan Shepherd's taken the mark after Tommy Butler set him up. He's only 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. This for the second consecutive goal for the Fitzroy side. Shepherd, deliberate, slow walk in. Camera will be right behind it, and he puts it straight through the middle. Crowd love it. Shepherd, one of 4 individual goal kickers for Fitzroy, and they just break clear. 4-1-25. What's it, the wind? Yeah, an east-northeast, bit of an unusual breeze, but it has dissipated on what it certainly was when we got here to start the under-16 ones clash. There's definitely a couple of goal breeze there. You can certainly kick to either end, although it still has favoured this end, I think, right throughout the day, the southern end of the ground. Now, can Q answer back? They're 2 goals down. Probably got to win the centre clearances a bit better. But we got a stoppage. Still right in the middle of Ford Park. On a ground definitely rated good to fast. It's pretty hard out there. As the ball comes back. Out of the pack. Taking it away was Harry Brown. He had it smothered, and then the quick kick away for the Q Comets side to the outer side. Carr chasing his man out there in Davis. Ball comes out the back. Is there a free kick? It is, and it's paid for holding the ball. And it'll go the way of the Q Comets. And the Q will go across there to his teammate in Scanlon. He dropped the footy. Coming in hard and getting the free kick should be Chambers. So Obi's got the footy. Defensive side of the centre. Slows up play. Mouthguard hanging out. Kicks a helicopter type kick and he finds his man beautifully in Emery. Emery swings onto the left foot, goes wide, makes it hard for his forward. But his forward's got the wheels and he gets around very quickly. And that forward under the name of Aidan Johnson goes down towards the half-forward line. Fitzroy have numbers. They were pushed off the footy. Was there a free in the back for the Q Comets? No, said the umpire. Play it on. Hamilton was tackled without the footy, or he's now got the footy at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire said, give it to me. Good footy. Just missing the target with the last kick, the Q Comets there, but they're driving the ball forward. Deep up into the forward line, and we will get a throw in. 4-1-25, Fitzroy, 2-1-13 the Q Comets. They're on their quarter time score. Ruck contest, Wilson gets it down for Fitzroy. A 360, ends up backwards with the player there in Gow, who went across the body. And now around the corner. And no score again, so they're having opportunity, but they're not really giving themselves great shots at it. Now, Obi Chambers is tackled high. Umpire said yes. And a pack of players are coming in. And we wait on one of the player to get up at the bottom of the pack. I'm pretty certain it was Chambers. As we wait for everyone to settle down. And after all that, it is Obi Chambers. He'll kick from 40. Q need this goal. He comes in. And that wind just pushes it to the right. It started out there anyway. Emery in front, can't see it, can't keep it in. And we'll get a ball in. 9 minutes gone in this second term. Q need the next goal. Wilson went up in the ruck, tapped it down. Comets have the numbers at ground level. One of them flying through was Thompson. He got the handball away to Ward Chambers, who couldn't take the footy. Another big pack of players on top of the ball. And we'll get a ball up. Had quite a few stoppages lately. Wilson taps it down. Q Comets try and get the kick away. Watson's got the footy. He gets the handball. His teammate Suarez has pushed off the ball. Quick handball away, Macarone. For the Comets. And now we're outside the arc. 45 or 50 metre arc, still not sure which one it is. Chambers tried to come through, couldn't do so. Shepherd got the footy, kicked it around the corner looking for Carr. Came back there to his teammate in Oldfield, who kicked it around the corner. Went to Maguire. Maguire went on and running onto the footy here. And kicking the goal. The goal was kicked. So Maguire got the ball. And, sorry, I've just missed out on who kicked that goal because I thought I saw a 33, but haven't got a 33. Oh, is it Josh Kroger? Yes. Right. So it was Josh Kroger who ran onto the ball and has run on and kicked the goal. So Apologies to Josh, apologies to Fitzroy, but more importantly for you guys, you got the goal. And they take the ball out of the centre again. Chick got it. Oh, massive fly. Unrealistic attempt, said the umpire, against Ryan Meow. And Canizay's got the kick. Wore it, worked it hard. He's got the free-flowing locks. So, might as well keep him. The ball comes out now to Suarez, who kicks it long up to the half-forward, or nearly the full forward line. Fitzroy looking dangerous. They need a handball out. They got one. Coming through there was McQuarrie, couldn't get the footy. Quick kick away by the Comets defenders. Only as far there as more. The ball comes back down and it's kicked long, deep up into the full forward line. For the Fitzroy side, no one can take it. Q want to see it run through, and they do for 1- score. So a rush behind to Fitzroy, who are doing all the attacking and looking dangerous. Out to a game-high 19-point lead. Q about to bring the ball back into Davis. So Finton's got the footy. Finton Davis kicks it long, up to looking for Collinshaw. He can't take the mark. The ball comes to ground. One bounce now. Harry Brown. He unloads the handball away to Emery. Emery goes on the left foot looking for touch. He'll find that. At least it didn't go out of bounds on the full. And Cato Scott was the man who put the pressure on Emery from not getting onto his trusty left foot to centre it back. Q, we said they needed the last goal. Fitzroy got it, so it's an understatement now. They're 19 points down, but they are in attack. Gone 13 minutes in this second term. A quarter that Fitzroy kicked 3 goals. And there's going to be a free kick paid, and it'll go the way of Fitzroy in the ruck contest. Wilson goes backwards to his teammate in Dance, who elects to come now to the commentary side. Good choice, Rory. Going up and taking a very strong mark was Ryan Meow for the Q side. Good aerialist, Meow. Is he good with the kick? It was pretty good, although Fitzroy had numbers back. Punched away, trying to run onto the ball. There was Ben Thompson, the captain. Thompson gets the ball away. It's kicking, and it's a goal. It's a goal to Q. That puts them back to within 2 goals, 5 goals to 3. So a super important goal to Q. And Ben Thompson? I'm going to go with Ben Thompson. See how we go with that. He walked back pretty chuffed. So, and he's come through, charged the ball out beautifully. Q go forward again. We'll confirm that goal kicker at half-time. At the moment, we're giving it to the skipper. Quick ball came out to a Scarf. He got a handball away, was dispossessed. Fitzroy do have numbers, but Q have a danger man. Charging through was Carlin. He couldn't get the ball. Now Fitzroy will clear up towards centre wing. Great snare on that occasion by Will Kay. Now they go down and the ball bounces over the top. Q have got to be good, and they are. Strong play. Kicking it out wide, looking for Coma. Can't take it, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. And Cato Scott just letting him know that he's around. We restart play. 32-19. Out the back, there's definitely a high tackle there. And that high tackle will be awarded to Max Cazalas. Cazalas has the footy. There's Kay on the ground. So Cazalas goes long. Up towards the half-forward line. Good mark taken. On this occasion by Carlin. Carlin goes down to Aidan Johnson, the speedster, and now he's got a 25-metre penalty to put Q right back into the ball game. Got no one on the mark at the moment. Now Finlay Wilson ducks back. So Aidan Johnson will kick from 30 metres out. This to bring the game back to within just over a kick. So Q certainly not laying down. 16 and a half minutes gone in this quarter. Aidan Johnson comes in, kicks, got close to the man on the mark. It hasn't got the carry. I think it might be rushed through. It is. 1 minor score on the board to the Comets. They bring it back to an even 2. 3-2 to 5-2. Got to get your game face on. Game face bringing you 54 matches live today. All grand finals on the YJFL website. Quick handball away. Ends up with a sensational goal. Oh, it's hit the post. Sorry. Do we know who kicked that one? Okay, on that far side of the ground. But anyway, it's a point to the Q Comets. They're back to within 2 goals. As Fitzroy unload. Outer side of the ground. Running onto the ball was Chick. He goes around the corner. Finds his teammate. They've been dangerous through here, Fitzroy. Kotso, I think it was, kicked it long up to the half-forward line. Punched away. Q have the defenders through Gabert. He got the handball away, but now Fitzroy turn it over. It came backwards to Oldfield. Now comes back to Macquarie. Macquarie kicks it down. Q do have a goalkeeper who fortuitously gets it out to his teammate Ratella. Ravi Ratella went to the outer side. Fitzroy bombed back in, and Comer's back there taking the resultant defensive mark for Q. So Charlie Comer comes to the grandstand side to Karen. Tarrant Carroll. Tarrant Carroll's got the footy down the line. Good mark, strong mark, Will Kay. So Kay takes the mark. He gets the ball away well to Hamilton. Hamilton goes long down the line. Coming back Macquarie, assisted by Hodder, and the ball goes over the line in front of Gabert. And we'll get a ball in. Ticking down to half-time. From an unbiased point of view, we want Comets to kick a goal. It's 11 points the margin at the moment. Fitzroy can make something out of this. They're not at the moment because the Comets will clear. Only as far as Finlay Wilson went up. A ball came to ground. Quickly taken by Dance, who went long, deep up into the forward pocket. It overran it was Burke. He was raced by Finton Davis. Right in front of the scoreboard, there's a lot of holding the ball calls being made, but the umpire doesn't flinch. He says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. As you can see on your screen, it's 21 to 32. Good contest. Fitzroy get the ball out. Not that far. Q Comets will get a free kick, but if they're fighting about it, they're just going to waste time because they've only got a half a minute to go and the ball's deep in their back pocket. Looks like they've pulled the pin on scoring for the quarter. There's a kick brought back in by Ryan Meow. No one can take the ball. And we wind down to half time. 3-3 to 5-2. I'll go so far to say that will be the half-time score. There it is. One. So it's half-time in the Youth 1 Grand Final. Q Comets 3-3-21. Trail Fitzroy 5-2-32. In that quarter, Fitzroy kicked 3 goals, 1. Q kicked 1 goal, 2. The goal kickers, there's all a little bit of a fracas. They're all... I didn't think you're allowed to attend the other person's huddle at half-time, quarter-time or three-quarter time. At the moment, they all appear to be together. Now Q just starting to get away from it. Half-time, as we said, the goal kickers. Ben Thompson has 1, Sam Johnson 1, Kane Emery 1 for Q. Whilst for Fitzroy, they're all singles as well. Joe Watson, Josh Kruger, Jack Oldfield, Tom Butler, Dan Shepherd. 5 goals to 3. Still anyone's battle at the moment. Anyone can win this battle, sorry. Quarter time, as I said, was even. Fitzroy definitely won that quarter. Q came back hard in the back 10 minutes of it, but they weren't able to convert as well as the Fitzroy side. Got to get your game face on. We'll be back with the third term in about 10 minutes. Of Yarra Junior Football League, along obviously with the youth girls one, which was already played at Templestowe a couple of weeks ago. So the ruck contest, who can win it out? Q need the first goal. They might do it. They got the first one in 30 seconds in the first quarter, and they've got it dangerously down to their forward line. And they've got the ball quickly around the corner, and it's straight through the middle. They've emulated what they did. Max Gow, he kicks the first goal straight away like Sam Johnson did. They come out of the blocks absolutely flying and have brought it back to within 5 points. 4-3 to 5-2. And they jump from the barriers very well to that southern end. Let's see if they can continue on, because in the first quarter they got a bit stagnated and then finally kicked a goal, but they've chased themselves back into the clash. And that was just pushed forward the whole time. So 4-3 to 5-2. Fitzroy have it, but the Comets have kicked the last couple. Umpire puts the ball back in the air. Q Comets win the ball out again. That was Cazalet. He goes down to the half-forward line. Hamilton working back hard for Fitzroy. He's got Dance in assistance. Oh, sorry, not Dance in assistance on that occasion. He had Hayden in assistance, but the ball goes deep up into the full forward line. Punched away, Fitzroy defender. And 3 for 1 minor score. Chiappini punched it through for the minor score for the Comets. And the ball will be called back in. So Leo Chiappini's got the ball deep in the back line. This time he'll come to the commentary side of the ground and fortuitously find his teammate in Moore. He gets handball backwards before they go forwards. And Kroger it was who tried to get the ball. Now the free kick will go the way of no one. It'll be a ball up. Half forward for Q Comets. They trail by 4 points. Grabbed out of the ruck by Carr. Umpire said he had no prior opportunity. We'll get a ball up. Ruck contest punched away. Comes to ground. Canizay couldn't take control of the ball. Meow did take control of the ball, but he was wrapped up in a tackle. So there's been a few stoppages in this third quarter. Another smother on the way. Came back to Macquarie. For Fitzroy up looking for Canizay. Was he pushed in the back? No, said the umpire. Quick handball. A lot of tackling. Be a few sore boys tonight. I think there'll be a few might take a day off school tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll wait and see. As the ball comes down to ground. Carr got the handball to Shepherd. Shepherd went long. Outer side of the ground. Oldfield leads out in the race for the ball. He's beautifully tackled. Wrapped up. Finton Davis did a great job there for the Q side. Umpire said the free kick will go in the next play to Fitzroy. It'll come back to Oldfield. As we said, one of the pillars, Jack Oldfield, kicks it up to a one-on-one contest, punched away by Q. Only as far there as Shepherd. Got the handball back from Watson. Around the body kick. Goes deep up into the full forward line. The free kick's going to be, there's a free kick, it'll go the way of Q. Back there in defence. And it'll go to Meow, who gets the free kick. So Meow gets the free kick. Goes to the outer side of the ground. Has to be pinpoint. He wasn't. And the mark's taken by Oldfield. Too good judgment on that occasion from Jack. Bit of confidence in the crowd that he can kick this. Have to aim at left goal post and bring it back in. Holding onto the footy. – 5 minutes gone in the third quarter. 4-3 to 5-2. 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 4-3 Two Comets have come out running. Oldfield to stem the show. Comes in. Kicks. And it goes to that right-hand side where most of the kicks have today. 1 minor score to him. He has 1 goal, 1. 5-3 to 4-4. We're within a goal. Now chips out to Obi Chambers. In the back pocket, who's got the footy. He's got his teammate in Huddleston on who led, but Chambers did it himself. Got the handball back there to Meow, who went back to Chambers. Chambers went into the centre of the ground, punched away. Kane Emery running onto the football, but also flying through for Fitzroy was Carroll. Not Carroll, it was Hayden. He couldn't take the ball. Comes to ground. Free kicks being paid. A few free kicks being paid here. And this time it'll be McQuaid who goes to the outer side. There's Al McQuire. And finds his teammate who just chips up the line beautifully to Suarez. So Seb's got the ball. Coach's side wing. Tick kick up the line. Works it well. I think that might be Hodder who got the footy. Kicked it up. Looking for Shepherd. He can't min it. Iggy Gorman-Andrews has been taped up and the ball quickly comes back to Fitzroy who drives long, deep up into the forward line. Holding free kick's been paid. And that holding free kick, you think, is Huddleston. Huddleston goes deep into the back pocket to his teammate in Brown. Kicks it long and it bounces, bounces, bounces. In front of Tarrant Carroll over the line and out of bounds. Holding pattern at the moment. Comets 28. Lions are 33. We've gone 7 minutes in this third quarter. Wilson gets the takeaway impressively to Gorman-Andrews, who goes deep up into the forward line. Dangerous. And a miss. Golden opportunity missed on that occasion for Fitzroy. Michael, you got who that was? It's Joe Watson who kicked the minor score. He set himself up beautifully, and now Q Comets can nearly come out through Charlie Comer. Comer goes back into the centre. On the handball, on the overlap, it came out to Holmes, went back to Comer. Comer nearly went underwood, but it actually worked to Scarf. Scarf goes back, turns over badly, and the mark's taken by Wilson for Fitzroy. Wilson into the centre of the ground. Finds his teammate in Suarez. Suarez elects to go wide, use the whole width of the ground. The ball bounces before Burke. He let the ball go on this occasion, but he had one in support. That one in support was Rory Dance, but he bounced the ball while tackled, and the Comets will get the free kick. Game building, a 25-metre penalty. Q Comets supporters starting to come to the fore. After it appeared in the first half, Fitzroy had all the numbers. It's 6 points, an even goal, the difference. Comets go forward, double-fisted by the Fitzroy defender in Oliver. Over the line and out of bounds. We wait for the ball to come back. Just what you want in a grand final. Absolutely anyone's match halfway through the third quarter. Neither side giving an inch. Pressure's on. There's been lots of turnovers. As the ball comes back in. Hazeldean went up in the ruck against Wilson. Came to ground. Suarez gets the kick away. Over the top, looking for Oldfield. He's got Shepherd in support. Oldfield gets the ball and then he's wrapped up in a tackle. Nearly threw it away. Still got his teammate, I think, Butler, who got the ball and went round the corner. Deep up looking for Burke. He can't take it. Huddleston's got the ball for the Q Comets. Huddleston gets the handball away. Unloading long was Ben Walter for the Comets up to the centre of the ground, but a good resultant mark and play on by Fitzroy, turning it over. Suarez really coming into the game. He gets the handball away to his teammate there in Goodwin, who goes long up to the half-forward line. No free kick, said the umpire. So Suarez, who's got heaps of the ball in the last 5 minutes, goes down forward, and Dan Shepherd takes the mark 35 metres out from goal. Sebastian Suarez so busy in the last 5 minutes or so. has set up opportunity after opportunity, and this is a massive opportunity for Shepherd to double the lead. We're halfway through the third quarter. It's 4-4 to 5-4. Shepherd's brought the ball back into another suburb here. He's about 50 metres off the mark at the moment. I still wonder why they get 30 seconds to take their kick. They don't need that long. No one does. Here comes Shepherd. He's still a mile from the man on the mark when he kicks. He knows what he's doing. Straight through the middle, Dan Shepherd. Fitzroy get there sixth. Shepherd, the first multiple goal scorer on the ground with 2. It's 6-4-40 Fitzroy, 4-4-28 the Q Comets. And we're halfway through this third quarter. Can Fitzroy answer? They've been able to answer all day. This quarter it's 1-1 to 1-2. So once again, extremely even. Q answer, obviously, I meant. They do win the ruck contest because they smashed it out through Hazeldean. Only went as far as Macquarie. And now Fitzroy have brought the ball quickly up towards the half-forward line again. Coma came through hard. He got the handball away. Out wide we go. And a good mark taken here by Huddleston. No, not Huddleston. Good mark taken there by Obi Chambers. Chambers went up the line. Free kick to be paid and it'll go to Emery. Emery handballs back to Chambers, back to Emery. Now gets him on to what I thought was his left foot, but he kicked it right foot. Golden opportunity dropped by Collinson. He couldn't take it. Quick ball out to Macquarie. Macquarie went out wide. And Fitzroy will clear right to the outer side of the ground. We're leading out Franco Cozzo. He's charged down one. He got around his player very well, Cozzo, and kicked it up the line towards the half-forward flank. Coming through for the Q Comets and doing a great job was Finton Davis. He can't take the ball. Now Fitzroy will load up again. Centre of the ground. Holding the ball. Against the Fitzroy player, it'll go to Walter for the Comets. Ben Walter's got the ball. He unloads with a big kick with the agency of the slight breeze. But going back and taking the mark is Macquarie. Macquarie goes in short to find his teammate there in Marcus Chick. Chick goes across the ground into the centre of the ground to Dance. Dance goes long, out wide. Burke in front, can't take the mark. They've got men at the fall of the footy. And one of them, I think, is Franco Cozzo. It is, and Franco Cozzo kicks the goal for Fitzroy. Unloads, he hasn't been on the ground for that long, but he's been busy in those couple of minutes. And Franco Cozzo kicked that one straight through the middle to the Bell Street Heidelberg end. And important goal here. 7-4 to 4-4, that margin, getting back out to 3 goals. We've ticked down 13 minutes in this third quarter. Great goal, Franco Cozzo. Ball put up into the air again. Macquarie winning the clearances out of the centre this quarter, doing a great job. Comes to ground. Q must take it. Chambers did take it. He got tackled high. No doubt about that. He didn't even flinch the arms or go down on his knees. He just got tackled high. But then the umpire said advantage, and that advantage wasn't any advantage at all because Rory Dance has got the ball. He goes to the outer side of the ground. His teammate out there in Chick can't take the footy. And he'll just sit on his opponent. Ably assisted there by Will Moore. And now the free kick's going to go the way of Q. And I have no idea why, but it's certainly going the way of Q. On a handball, goes back to Chambers. Chambers goes long. It's over the back. Q have the numbers. And one of those numbers for Q is Aidan Johnson. And he runs in and kicks the one from point-blank range. And every time that Fitzroy get away, Q just bring it back. So Johnson kicked the goal and then let his opponent know about it, and that meant 15 young men had to get in the goal square and have a bit of a dance and whatever it was. But anyway, 34-46, Q keep biting at the Lions' heels at the moment, but they just can't get near them. It's 5-4 to 7-4. And the second Johnson for the day for the Q Comets gets a goal. Ruck contest. Big punch away. A couple of them have landed awkwardly today. Comets have the ball. Handballed away by Harry Brown. Now turned over. And Fitzroy go meow, who goes up high for a lot of marks. Can't take it, but he butted up beautifully. He went to look at Coma. Didn't do so. He went wider. And on the overlap, Meow's now under full pressure as the ball comes back. A free kick's being paid. Gorman, Andrews and Suarez were off to the races. They didn't get it, and now the free kick will go the way of the Comets. Go back to Obi Chambers. Chambers goes long. Up the line. Emery tried to run onto it, but Hamilton tore him in front of that. And we'll get a throw in. 16 minutes gone. 5-4 to 7-4. This quarter we've got 2 goals 1 to 2 goals 2. So Fitzroy holding their lead, but Q still within striking distance. Wilson gets the tap down for the Fitzroy side. Once again we'll ball it up. Q desperately needing a goal. Can't get the ball at the moment. No prior opportunity. Rattle did a good job, and that was Gorman Andrews or Iggy. Ball comes to ground, right near the boundary line. 200 seconds before three-quarter time. And the margin is 12. Q pressing to that end. A quick kick around the corner by Hodder. And we've just had a bit of a slow down of play after it was fast and frenetic for a few minutes there. Wilson taps it down to Hodder. He misses it. The ball comes back to Dance. He can't take the ball. Comets are pushing the ball forward. That's all they're doing at the moment. But they're now within. They can score a goal from here. 34 to 46. 17 and a half minutes gone in this third quarter. And now a free kick's been paid for something undisciplined. I think it'll go the way of Fitzroy. Not liking the decision was the Comets captain in Thompson, but Fitzroy go to that outer side. Up in the air, good strong mark taken by Harry Brown. Gets the handball away and now unloads long up towards the deep into the full forward line. This is where they're most dangerous. The ball's deep into the shadows. The free kick's been paid for a high ball. It'll go the way of Fitzroy. And going back Shepherd. Shepherd's got the resultant free kick. He's been good. And the 25-metre penalty is going to be paid for running over the mark, which will take us down to 18 and a half minutes in this quarter. So we wait for that 25-metre penalty, and Fitzroy are in absolutely no hurry whatsoever to move this ball on. Finally, Shepherd does. And, of course, he goes to that outer side of the ground, bathed in sunshine. Ball comes out to Farrowwheel. He's swung it around on the overlap queue. They need a goal. We said that, but they can't get the clear possession. Suarez in at bottom of the pack. He was tackled high. Umpire said, no, you weren't. And we'll get a ball up. We're ticking down to that last minute. It's Fitzroy, 46. Q, 34. 7-4 to 5-4. Chambers sees it over the line and out of bounds. He's got to get the ball back to the umpire quickly because they've only got one last shot at it. They're 55 metres out. If anything, this wind might build in the last quarter, which will help Fitzroy. And they're just belting the ball safely towards the boundary line Iggy sees it over. That might be the last play of the quarter, in a quarter that Fitzroy have held on pretty well. 5-4 to 7-4. They need to give away a free kick. You'd suggest here, Fitzroy, if Q could score. That's it. That's three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, the Q Comets 5-4-34 trail Fitzroy 7-4-46. For the Q Comets, Thompson, Sam Johnson, Gow, Aidan Johnson and Emery have the goals, whilst for Fitzroy, 2 to Dan Shepherd, singles to Butler, Oldfield, Kroger, Watson, and a sensational goal in that quarter by Franco Cozzo. Fantastic performance by Fitzroy to be hanging on and leading at three-quarter time, 46 to 34. In that quarter for the Comets, Thompson continued on in his merry way, getting plenty of the ball along with Coma. Harry Brown really worked his way into the game in that term. Other players to come into it. Chambers was absolutely magnificent in that quarter. Kane Emery still been busy. Ryan Meow across the half-back line, fantastic. And they'd be the main players that I thought for the Q side. Whilst for Fitzroy, there was none better than Seb Suarez. He was fantastic. Iggy Gorman-Andrews been busy. Franco Cozzo came on in that quarter and did a great job. Al McQuire is up in line for Best on Ground nominations. Shepherd, fantastic. Butler's worked fairly hard, along with Marcus Chick and Finlay Wilson in the ruck, has done a great job. Three-quarter time, Fitzroy lead by 12. Got to get your game face on. Be back shortly with the last term. We're 20 minutes away from deciding what's been a classic bout here this afternoon. 5-4 the Q Comets, 7-4 Fitzroy. That margin, 12 points. Quarter time it was tied up. Half time, Fitzroy led by 11, three-quarter time by 12. Umpire has ball in hand. Fitzroy kicking to the right of screen in the final term. And those mash of colours, not dissimilar, all fall on top of the footy. And we'll get a ball up. Q need the first one, you'd think. Hodder sees it away for the Fitzroy side, but only as far as the Q defender in Meow, who comes to the outer side. It beat Huddleston. Coming around the corner, but turning over was Dance. Went to Coma. Coma's going to get it on the overlap, but he's run down quickly by Iggy in the tackle, and Gorman Andrews gets the free kick. Now he tries to tell Charlie Coma what it was about. Bottom line is, you've got the free kick, go back and kick it. So Gorman Andrews taped up like a mummy. It's been a pretty hard game of footy. Goes long. Up to the half-forward flank. Comes to ground. Working back there was Scanlon. Coma looked for the free and got it against Watson. So Coma's got the footy. That's Charlie. Good long drop punt up in the air. Trying to fly hard. There was Huddleston. Couldn't take the ball. Big tackle laid on that occasion by Elliot Carlin for the Q Comets. Goes up in the air. Massive fly. Couldn't take the mark and probably came out of it half hurt. The ball comes down. It was Shepherd who went up for the ball, but he laid the tackle as well. Too high, but he certainly pumped, the adrenaline rushing. And Charlie Coma, they've liked tackling him above the shoulders a little bit. I reckon that's his fourth one for the day. Coma deep in the shadows here at Ford Park. They trail by 12 points. Up there in the air again. Huddleston went up. Couldn't take the mark. Ball came to Dance. He went across his body, but only as far as Meow for the Q Comets. Beautiful kick on that occasion by Meow. Up to Aidan Johnson, who kicked the goal in the third. Johnson gets the ball out wide to Carlin. Can Carlin run onto it? Carlin can, and Carlin misses to the right-hand side, and 1- score on the board to the Q Comets. That brings them back to within 2 goals, though. 5-5-35 to 7-4-46. Hopefully we've got the close one. Fitzroy about to bring the ball back into attack by Chiappini. Goes well. to Maguire. Maguire goes long and Oldfield puts the big mitts up. Big men don't get shorter. Oldfield unloads deep up towards Shepherd. Comer didn't like it and Shepherd's taken the mark. So Dan Shepherd been so busy all day. This one could be a dagger into the Q Comets' heart if he can put this through. He'll kick from 30 metres out. 45-degree angle, preferred side for a right footer. As we wait, there's a few having a chat in the middle of the ground here. If you're the Q Comets, you'd want this game to keep on moving because there's no time on. Shepherd comes in and puts it through. He's now not only the only multiple goal scorer on the ground, he now has 3. And Fitzroy go back out to a 17-point lead. Good strong mark from Shepherd. He's really presenting well. So Q throwing everything they've got at the Fitzroy side, but at the moment it's not enough. In the ruck again. Watson in there with Gordon Andrews. Went up in the, couldn't take it, and the quick handball was the Chambers. It was a turnover. Went back to Oldfield. He got a handball around the corner. Taking the footy, there was Kay. Now the big unloading bomb up towards Comer in front. Was Maguire, can't take the mark. Ball came to ground. The umpire says he'll ball it up. It was Shepherd in front again there of Comer. Doing a great job. Having a great battle, those two now. Both getting plenty of the ball, but Shepherd's got the 3 goals. Ruck takeout. Dangerous now for Q's. Deep in the forward line. Burke laid a tackle on his opponent in that occasion. And we'll get a ball up. Oldfield goes up. Tried to tap it down. Q Comets. There's a high free kick, I would think. And that high free kick will go back to the captain in Ben Thompson, deep in the back pocket. Thompson, he's turned over terribly. Had to be pinpoint perfect. He wasn't. I think it's Watson who's taken the mark. So unfortunate for Ben Thompson, he's kicked it right into the perfect channel, into the corridor. And Joe Watson, who kicked a goal in the second quarter, he's got his father right behind him. Came across from Brunswick. Watson to play in a premiership with Fitzroy. Puts it through. And Fitzroy are rolling along now. They go to 9-4. I don't know if that's right. 9-4, 58, sorry. And they lead. Q Comets are a bit stuck now on 5-5, 35. This last 4 minutes or so have been so important. Shepherd and Watson with 3 and 2 between them have really done a good job. Centre of the ground. Desperation stakes now for the Comets. They've got to throw everything at it. They're still trying to win the ball out of the middle. Walter it was, but they come out through Iggy Gorman Andrews. Gorman Andrews goes long, and up goes Burke and takes the mark. So Max Burke's taken the mark for Fitzroy. They're on a roll. They're 23 points in front in the grand final. There's 13 minutes to go. He presented in the preliminary final last week. Probably been a bit quieter here. But this to make it nigh on impossible for the Q Comets as Burke comes in, gets it going, and he's put it through. Great kick aiming to the right post with the agency of that slight breeze. Burke has one. Fitzroy are running away with the 2023 Youth 1 Premiership. They go to 10-4-64. 29 points up on the Q Comets. 5-5-35. Good kicking's good football. We saw in the previous game even though they managed to win, the Q Bears kicked 9 goals, 16 and kept the game interesting. The Comets, the Fitzroy side in this last quarter have kicked 3 goals straight, and they've all been pretty good kicks from standing shots. Now charging the ball out there was the captain Thompson for Q. He goes down to there, good mark. They've got to hurry up, they've got to be quick. It's Collinson who's taken the mark. 30 metres out, has to kick this, has to kick it quickly, because we're ticking down to halfway through the last quarter and they've got to kick 5. So Collinson on the runway. This must go through. Comes in, kicks, and he misses to the right-hand side. So disappointing for Q when they needed a goal. They can't come up with the answers. 64 plays 36, 28 the margin. Fitzroy bring it back in through Rory Dance to the outer side of the ground. Q come back well through McConey. They've got the footy again. They drive forward. Up they go. Ball knocked out in a tackle. Came back to Coma. Coma went up looking for Huddleston. Found his teammate. Umpire said didn't go the required journey. Quick handball away. Desperation stakes. Huddleston now on top of the footy. Against Danson will get a ball up. Also working in there hard was Cazalet for the Q side. Fitzroy, great handball, ends up with Macquarie on the left foot. Goes up over the top of his teammate in Shepherd, came to Oldfield. Oldfield got the handball back to Burke. Burke on the run, got it back to his teammate there in Margetts. He turned the ball over. Coming back, trying to get a free kick now, an underground handball by the Comets, but it's not crisp at the moment. Oldfield got the handball back. Again now to Margetts, who goes to Gorman Andrews, who went to Oldfield. Oldfield bombed down. Mark taken and kicked wide across the face of goal. It bounces, bounces, bounces. I think that was Shepherd again. And it went over the line and out of bounds. And we'll get a throw in now, deep in the shadows here of the southern end of Ford Park. On a day Fitzroy, I'm suggesting without going too early, will be Youth 1 premiers. The ball comes back in. Knocked down, quick kick, up in the air by Hamilton. Wide, 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 and the umpire says, I'll ball it in. Right in front of that scoreboard. It's been a 100-point game, 64 to 36. Have Q shown their last buck. Coma been really good in defence. Didn't get the ball away as far as he wanted to. Charging through there was Aidan Johnson, who's already kicked a goal. He was dispossessed. Fitzroy have numbers back. Kick it deep, long up Macquarie. El's joined in the party. He's been great in the, now he's called to play on. So El Macquarie will kick it deep up to the hot spot. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Q Comets have numbers at ground level, but Fitzroy, Shepherd's been awesome. Was that a high tackle? Yes, said the umpire. And Dan Shepherd's got a chance to put on his 4th. Really led by example today, Dan Shepherd. He'll kick from 35 metres out. Non-preferred side. He's a good kicker of the footy. He's got 3 goals straight so far. You'd back him in to finish a fine grand final. As Shepherd comes in to kick what would be the absolute sealer. It's pushed just right. And 1 minor score to Shepherd. 1 minor to the Q Comets. They go to Fitzroy. They go to 10-5-65. The Q Comets are 5-6-36. And Meow's got the footy for the Comets. Goes up. Huddleston in front. Takes the mark. Now he gets a handball away back to Coma. Coma then goes long. Emery about to do the roving. Needed support his man there who got the ball was Johnson. He turned it over. Q Comets going backwards before they go forward. Getting the kick was to Persia across the face, right to the outer side of the ground. Running after it and trying to keep it in was Zickman. Couldn't do so and the ball goes out of bounds. 65-36. We're 13 minutes into the last quarter. I know Lee Matthews said that it wasn't gone until you're more than a goal a minute, but with no time on here, it takes the ball back. So I think they're pretty much cooked. But they've been game in defeat and they still keep working hard. Although the Fitzroy side bring it forward. Quick handball away from Davis. Brian Taylor would still be talking this up that the Q Comets were probably favourites. I don't think they are. Fitzroy are far enough in front. 13 and a half minutes gone. In the ruck, was there a free for in the back? No. Now there's a free kick. It'll go the way of Fitzroy. And it's taken back there by Culhane. Freddie got the ball to the outer side of the ground. It goes down long, marking contest. Big pack of players went up. No one can take it. Q Comets still working hard. Have the numbers. And charging through there and kicking it right up to the half-forward line was Chalmers, who went up there to his teammate in Gow, who'd already kicked a goal, but now the mark's been taken back there for Fitzroy by Will Kay. Kay goes to the outer side of the ground, mark taken by Oldfield. He plays on himself, goes long. Oh, good mark. Good mark back there by Finton Davis for the Q side, but unfortunately he turns over straight away. Goes back to Butler. Butler goes out wide, too wide. And it's out of bounds again. So this time Q can bring the ball back in to Thompson. Thompson finds his teammate in Holmes. Some of these players haven't been on the ground for too long in the whole game. Come back to Emery. Emery swings onto his left, looking for a teammate. That teammate was Brown, who went forward. The ball bounces, it bounces, it bounces, and it's seen through for another rush behind to the Q Comets. They desperately need goals. They're still 28 points down, 15 minutes gone in this final term. And Rory Dance about to bring the ball back in. For the Fitzroy side, Rory brings a big, long up kick and up, a big hanger. Not taken, but it was a great fly by the Q Comets player. Came down to Meow. Umpire said he just paddled the ball, didn't handball it. And the free kick will go back there to McQueen. He's been great. Hazel kicks the ball up, looking for Oldfield, can't take it. Grabbing the ball was Zickman. The umpire said he didn't dispose of it correctly. And the free kick will go to Tommy Butler. Butler goes long. Sticking the hands up though. The Q Comets take the mark. Go back inside to Thompson. Thompson now goes long up towards the half-forward line. Collinson in front. Nearly takes the mark. He butters up well. Does a good second effort. He's tackled hard by Hamilton. Nearly gets his top taken off. And we'll get a ball up. We're within the last 3.5 minutes of a grand final, a premiership being delivered to the Brunswick Street Oval to Fitzroy at the moment. And brilliant play by Maguire, who has been fantastic. Gets his handball to that outer side where his teammate in Freddie Culhane takes the ball over the line. 5-7 to 10-5. Just going through the motions now. I'm sure Fitzroy would like to put another one on the board for the highlights reel. Q Comets still fighting. They certainly haven't given up. As Cazalet drove it deep up into the forward line. And on this occasion, the umpire said it hit the post, the behind post, and there was no score whatsoever, and we'll get a ball in. So absolutely to the Q Comets' credit, they have not given in at all. Fought hard all day. But just amazing what football can turn up, because a couple of weeks ago the Comets won easily, and today Fitzroy have just turned that around. I think the Comets won by 48 points 2 weeks ago. At the moment that margin's 28 the other way, so it's a 13-goal turnaround. It's an amazing game of Australian rules football, and the Fitzroy side have done it brilliantly. So Kroger, who kicked the goal early, he's got the ball, and the umpire, probably not needed. He got the kick away. Anyway, Josh Kroger will bring the ball up. We're a minute and a half away from celebrations in Fitzroy, as Kroger's got the footy. Kicks low on the half volley, presenting, couldn't take the ball. Came back to Huddleston. Hodder has been really good. Huddleston got the handball back there to Scarf. Scarf went looking in the centre. Free kick will go against Culham. Advantage is paid. Goes to the running Zickman. Only onto the ground in the last quarter. Zickman kicks long, deep, up into the back, into the forward line. But Rory Dance goes back, and the mark's paid to Dance. He's been really good. Deep in defence, Rory Dance looks up at the clock. Milks it for all it's worth. He's got 65 seconds of playing time left in 2023. Goes inside to his man. It misses on that occasion his teammate in Oliver. And we've hit the post. The Q Comets side. So just nothing going right. Emery it was who hit the post. Nothing going right late in the game for the Q Comets. They're 27 points down. As Fitzroy bring the ball back in, unload. There's time for one big hanger, and it's been taken there by Hazeldine, who got the handball away to his teammate deep up into the forward line. Was there a free kick? No, said the umpire. Johnson looked at him. He wanted it. And the umpire's going to ball it back in as we tick down to premiership time for the Fitzroy Junior Football Club. Their number one team, the Youth One, have won the flag in season 2023. Fitzroy, 10-5-65, have run out 28-point victors over the Q Comets, 5-8-38. And you can see the 8 coming off the bench there for the Fitzroy Football Club. And coming to not dubiously, enjoy, I've lost the word, celebrate with their teammates. And they're pretty happy. As I said, final score, Fitzroy 10-5-65, the Q Comets 5-8-38. For Q, the goal kickers, Ben Thompson, we think, Sam Johnson, Max Gow, Aidan Johnson and Kane Emery. Whilst for Fitzroy it was 3 to Dan Shepherd, 2 to Joe Watson. Singles, Josh Kroger, Jack Oldfield, Max Burke, Tom Butler, Franco Cozzo. Fantastic performance by the Lions. For the Q Comets, better players were in the ascending order were Ben Thompson, Charlie Comar. Harry Brown came into the game late. As well as that, going down, Kane Emery, Ryan Meow was very good across the back line as well. I think that'll be the best half a dozen for the Q Comets. While for Fitzroy, they were a bit more easy to find. Seb Suarez, especially in the third quarter, was sensational. Iggy Gorman-Andrews, really, really good. Al McQuire, absolutely fantastic. Dan Shepherd, ditto. Tom Butler was busy in the middle of the ground. Rory Dance down back did a great job. Louis Hodder, very busy. Jack Oldfield in the top 5 for the game. And Joe Watson was busy all day. I'll try and pick what the umpires have picked for their best on ground. I'd give 3 votes, 1 vote on a 1-2-3 system. I'd give 3 votes to Al McQuire, 2 votes to Dan Shepherd, and 1 vote to Seb Suarez. I don't know. Our timekeeper, what does he think about the best player on the ground for the Fitzroy side? Who's going to win the umpire's medal? Maguire. Yeah, so Michael Cazalet says that he agrees that Al Maguire might get that medal. As I said, I thought the other really good players were Shepherd and Suarez. And we'll wait on the presentation, which will be put in front of us here as there's a massive crowd on the ground celebrating the Fitzroy team. Well, yes, and it's, all of us up here in the timekeeper's box agree that the game was extremely well officiated by all 8 umpires, or 7 umpires plus the emergency, and they're coming across now, all the umpires. And obviously it's a great honour for them as well, not only to get a grand final, but to get the Youth 1 boys. When there's over 300 umpires around, it's a great achievement by these guys. I think there's no girls there, by these guys to get the top jobs this year. And they did officiate magnificently.
Welcome to everybody to Ford Park. I am Rob Gould, President of the YJFL. Congratulations to both teams. I really appreciated the way that you played it with such style and an effort. It was good football to watch. At this level, it's I've had my son go through football, and it's amazing how far you kick the ball compared to the under 12. So it was very, very enjoyable, and it was a fabulous game. And thank you to all the guys. It's great to see so many people here supporting junior football. A part of that is thank you to the umpires for their efforts. It was well umpired today. And I'd invite Josh up to get the medals for the umpires and also to announce the best on ground.
Great game. So we awarded the best on players, number 31, Will Kay.
Again, congratulations to Q for being runners-up, and could I invite the coach up to hand over the medals.
Before I award the medals, I congratulate Fitzroy on an outstanding qualifying final. We won. Our boys did so well. Fitzroy came out and played a real, true, hard-fought four-quarter effort. So congratulations, boys. Congratulations to Matt and Darren, the 2 coaches that work. And it's been 4 times now that we've fought each other this year. So congratulations to the boys. To the umpires, thank you. I thought the game. Thank you. YJFL, thanks for putting on this. I agree, Rob, the competition and the standard of football today was of an extremely high standard. I think it's something that both teams should be extremely proud of. To all the parents and to the supporters, thank you for coming out on an outstanding day. The weather was on our side today. So thanks for supporting your boys. And to my boys, bad luck. Thanks for the outstanding season. Thanks for the outstanding efforts that you all put in today. I know we'll be disappointed about today's loss for the time being, but when we reflect on the year, it was an outstanding performance. So I'm really proud of you guys and be proud of your efforts. Well done. Number 1, Ben Walter. Number 2, Ollie DiMarzo. Number 5, Charlie Comer. Number 6, Sam Johnson. Number 7, Max Gow. Number 8, Ashton Scarf. Number 9, Harry Brown. Number 10, Matthew Farrell. Number 13, Max Caslak. Number 15, Max Zickman. Number 17, Hugo Macarone. Number 18, Taz Carroll. Number 19, Sebastian DePacia. Number 20, Antoine Huddleston. Number 25, Hurricane Hudson. Number 28, Finton Davis. Number 31, Elliot Carlin. Number 32, Aidan Johnson. Number 34, Josh Scanlon. Number 38, River Rotella. Number 42, Obi Chambers. Number 43, Kane Emery. Number 44, James Gebert. Number 45, Ryan Mew. Number 48, Angus Holmes. Number 51, Jack Reed. Number 53, Luke Hazeldine. Number 54, Jai Higgins. Number 55, Ollie Collinson. Also like to call up and also just make note of Damon Webb, who didn't play today, wasn't eligible to play, only played 2 games throughout the year. But Damon's been a really valued contributor to this team over the last, I think, 7 or 8 years. So just want to acknowledge Damon Webb, who came to support the team. Oh, we got one more. And we do have, lastly, our captain, number 4, Ben.
Thanks very much. And the coach for Fitzroy. First of all, I'd like to thank Stu. We've had some really tight and good contests against you guys this year. You've played some great footy, including a draw we've had, but every game we've played against you guys has been a tough hit out and a really high quality game. So well done to you guys on a great year. And I'm sure we'll see you again at some point in the future, but well done on a good year, Stu. Good stuff. And thanks, Manny. I'd like to thank the umpires as well for officiating today. It was a real good effort, so thank you. And thanks to the YJFL for putting on a good show today and a really great season, which we've all enjoyed playing in. So thanks to the YJFL. From Fitzroy, and I'm sure I'm going to miss someone, but hopefully I won't. Our match day team, I wanted to thank our trainers, Catherine Wilson and Paula Canazay. Scotty Hamilton, our team manager, and supported by Colin Moore. I pretty much have to turn up and put the bib on every week, and that's it. So you guys are amazing. Maya Scott, coaching support has been fantastic. Nick Dance, our assistant coach and runner. I've got 2 more. Richard York, our twos coach. Massive thanks, Richard.
wherever you are. And a massive thanks to Darren Oliver, who's done a lot for this team for a long time. For Fitzroy, the boys, firstly, the whole Colt squad, I'd just like to say we all train together, it's a lot of fun, and all of those that didn't play today have helped contribute to this win, so thanks guys to everyone who's been a part of it. And the guys that were out there today, as coaches and parents, we love the way you go about it, it's really exciting to watch. You play hard, you get along well off the field and with coaches and that, we have a lot of fun. So, awesome game today and let's enjoy it. Well done guys. So, Ned Goodwin, number 21. Ignatius Gorman at Iggy Gorman Andrews. Number four, Franco Costo. Number 5, Dom Carr. Number 8, Jack Marguez. Number 9, Alistair Maguire. Number 10, Lockie Hamilton, Vice Captain. And actually, sorry, Iggy's Vice Captain as well, which I didn't mention. But okay, Daniel Shepherd, number 11. Number 12, Leo Trapani. Number 13, Dave Oliver. Number 14, Tommy Butler. Number 15, Max Burke. Number 16, Rory Dance. Number 18, Lockie Hayden. Number 20, Will Moore. Number 22, Marcus Chick. Number 23, Louis Hodder. Number 24, Jack Oldfield. Number 25, Finley Wilson. Number 26, Lockie Canizay. Number 31, Will Kay. Number 32, Fred Cullum. Number 33, Josh Kroger. Number 35, Cato Scott. Number 44, Joseph Watson. And I think this is the last one to our captain, Seb Serez.
And obviously we have two presentations to the team. One is the cup, so if you want to take that, Seb. And can I have a couple of vice captains, please, or a vice captain if there is one? We also get that. There you go. You two do that one. You two do that one. Congratulations to Fitzroy. Go for it, guys.